Hello there fellow humans and welcome to this video, and since it is Friday, it is Wargaming's day to be more greedy. And this week they decided to put up British invasion containers, as you can see right here. Now, obviously, it's containers, so don't buy them, as always. If you do buy them, that's your own stupidity, and I would not really do that. Now, obviously, your job chance is 10%, which is not that bad. So if you buy, on average, 10, you're gonna kind of get a tank, which isn't that bad. 10, however, costs 15,000, so I don't know if an angry Connor is worth 15,000 gold to you. And that's where we're gonna start off, right? Because there are plenty of British tanks in this game, and well, some of them are in the crate. Obviously, start off at tier 10 with the Super Conqueror, the Chieftain, and the Badger, and the only one of those three that is actually worth it is the Chieftain. Well, the thing is, the Super Conqueror is a good tank. It will be very good once the E5 gets nerfed, because it's gonna take the role of the E5 with having more DPM and stuff. However, the Super Conqueror is worse than the Chieftain, so why would you get the worst one when you can get the better one? Quite simple. Then, we got the Centurion. Same story here. Why would you get the Centurion when you can have the Chimera? But the Chimera is way better than the Centurion, I'd say. And you also have the Action X, which is, I'd say, it's a good tank, right? It is a good tank, but since the T4E2 and the MX M439 exist, there's no real point for it. Sure, it doesn't have high DPM, but the alpha damage is in the bin, so yeah, not really. Then, we have the Chieftain D95, one of the most disappointing heavy tanks at tier 8. Same, yeah, I mean, it's the Action X, but in bad, when the Action X is already another tank in bad, so you can kind of see where that goes. So, yeah. And then we go down to the lower tiers, obviously. No one cares about these, you know, like, if you get an Angry Connor, my condolences, honestly. Or if you get a Tog, nice, because lower tier tanks, like tier 7, obviously in tier 7 the Smasher exists, so there's no point for having any of these. And down there, you don't really make a lot of credits, so they're not really worth it. There's no point for getting them. With that said, there's also no point for getting these crates, and that is why, ladies and gentlemen, I am not going to fall for them. I'm simply going to get 5 here, because obviously, you know, everything else is dumb, because 5 is technically a 50-50 tank, so let's see what happens, I guess. You know, let's see what happens. We can also get a Dick tank, Cromwell B, the AT-15 and the FV, which I also, yeah, I also forgot the Turtle and the Defender, but those are shit, so whatever. Yeah, if you do get the Turtle, then I do feel very bad for you. Is there one that I don't own out of these? I don't think there's any that I don't have. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit pointless to open them, but let's see anyway. And after that, we're going to play the best of them, and that's the Chieftain. Because why not? Because, here's the thing. The Chieftain is sold for 20,000 gold sometimes, so there's no point for you opening crates, because you can just buy it like that. You know? There's no point gambling for it when you can just buy it on its own. There we go. 10% drop chance, no tank in 5. Interesting. Where is it? And there is no tank still. See, that is how crates work. I've just spent 6,000 gold for, well, I mean, what? Not a couple of boosters. Yeah, that's not worth it now, is it? That is not really worth it, as you can see. So with that said, don't buy the crates. Instead, buy yourself tanks from the shop. You know, this is not too bad of a bundle, I'd say. Even though the tank's pretty shit. I mean, I wouldn't buy this because it's shit. I wouldn't buy this either because it's also shit. But I wouldn't buy this either because it's also shit. And I wouldn't buy this either. But there are great offers in the store from time to time, right? So why wouldn't you get those? You know, obviously, the problem with crates is that people do buy them all the time, and that is why Wargaming keeps bringing them back. Which is quite disappointing, actually. I mean, I just bought them. It works. But, here's the thing. I buy them for the video. To show you how it goes. And this is the type of scenario where you shouldn't try it at home, because it's actually dangerous. It is. No joke. Don't believe me? Well, gambling is very addictive, and if you get one tank, even if you get a tank, you still lose. I lost, as you can see, but even if you do get a tank for cheap, you do lose, because you're very, very likely to then buy crates again, and then you're gonna get nothing, and then you lose the money that you made with getting a tank cheaper. So, yeah, don't fucking buy crates, okay? They are bad on so many levels. And if you do get a tank, don't brag about it. Ever. Because you know what happens? A lot of people that buy the crates and don't get anything, they just shut up about it, you know, because, you know, didn't get anything. And then the people that do get something, they can't stop to shut up about it. And then what happens is you distort the actual win chance, you know? Because, let's say, in the comments of this video, there's gonna be, like in other videos, there's gonna be like 30 comments saying they got a tank, and about 20 comments saying they didn't. Which is about what happened with the last one. So, yeah, please don't do that, because obviously it also distorts the chance that people think there is. And the drop chance for these is 10%, which is not too bad, but it is still quite bad. You know, I mean, you don't want to spend an average of 15,000 on a angry Connor. I wouldn't say that's really worth it. And also, you don't want to have people that go city, especially in an E5. God damn it. Well, if we arrive at that point where E5 players go city, I think the game's fucked. Because, like, the guy's like, I'm playing a tank that has good gun depression, that is a very good third armor, that is made for a ridgeline. Let's go city. Yeah, that's not how it works. Hey, and there is a VK-72, the worst tier 10 heavy in the game. As you can see, it doesn't have any armor whatsoever. You can pen it wherever you want. And it doesn't have any mobility and gun either. But here's the thing. You can buy the Chieftain in the shop. You can buy the Chimera in the shop. You can buy them in the shop for, well, not too bad of a price. And you don't get pushed into a possible gambling addiction. And you don't have to spend 15,000 to then get an angry Connor. So, yeah, please do stay away from the crates. They are bad indeed. And even if you get lucky, you lose. That's how crates work, you know. Even if you do get a tank on your first crate, you do still lose. So, because the house always wins. That's how gambling works. Wargaming wouldn't offer them if it wouldn't make them a fuck ton of profit. And it wouldn't milk as much money out of you as they possibly can. So, there's that. And it's like I'm milking the possible amount of damage out of the enemies that I can. Okay, the tank still has a camping, which is not pretty bad because obviously the Vickers is gonna, like, annoy me from the back. And I think that's, like, the biggest problem. Because, like, they're dumb for going city. I mean, they're playing the 183, so, you know. But, okay, the Chieftain went over there. That's great for me. Now I can try to fight this guy. But obviously, since the two 183s are now being useless, because I don't have any control over anything. Yeah, and there's one of them dead. Nice. That is a bit sad. That is indeed a bit sad, gotta say. Huh? Come on. Nope. He bounced as well. Okay. 2.5k damage blocked, as you can see. This tank can do anything, as you can see right there. This tank can do about anything. And, oh, there's the grill. Well, 2v4 and now 1v4. Let's go. Teams are shit. But, you know, that's life. No map control, no win. That is how it goes. That is how it goes. No map control, no win, no crates, better life. It's that simple. So don't buy the crates, okay? They do seem interesting, but do not buy them. They're very bad, okay? With that horrible disappointment, that... Can they, like, stop shoving offers down my face? Like, this is another bad thing about Blitz. Every time, after every game, you get shoved a new offer in your face. You know? It's like, buy me, buy me, buy me. I mean, This is like just pure greed. Why'd you give? Don't give in to that, okay? Don't fucking give in to that. You know? With that said, thanks for watching. Stay safe. Don't die. Goodbye.